I started recording this video on June 13th, 2025. There was no plan for this. It was supposed to be a way for me to process what I was feeling and how I was feeling about the Crit Awards, award shows in general, and other things. There was never an intention to make this into a video or anything else. I was just supposed to be recording it for myself. But the Crit Awards have been doing some very interesting things lately, and I feel like it's time someone talks about it. I don't necessarily know if it should have been me, but nobody else is, and I care about the space, so I am. From turning a blind eye to paid promos, to themselves promoting AI art, to conflict of interest when it comes to nominations, and just not having the credibility to be an award show in the first place. There's a lot of stuff that has been rubbing me the wrong way. Kind of makes me feel like it's just another popularity contest, which is what most award shows are, but that's not the point. Before I get into it, I just want to make something very clear. This is not about the individuals, not about the individual people who work at or volunteer at the Crit Award. It's not about Ivy or Fisher or anyone else, right? Because I feel like they are individuals who are trying their best to do a lot of good work. This is not a personal attack to any of them. And please do not send hate their way based on what you see in this video. There's a lot of stuff that is just not sitting right with me, with people from my community who I talk to, and nobody is openly addressing it. So I figured, fuck it, why not? Let me have a go. For people who are unaware, which I don't think anybody who's going to see this is going to be unaware of what the Crit Awards are, but I feel like I should do my due diligence in case somebody who doesn't know what they are sees this. The Crit Awards stand for Creator Recognition and TTRPG Awards. It's basically a collective of people who've come together to host an award show over the last 3 years to celebrate people in the space doing cool things. At least that is the intention anyway. They first launched 3 years ago. This is their third time doing this. So they're still very new to the space, even though the people involved, like the board members, have been in the space for a while. This video is very much a timeline of events kind of thing, as you probably noticed with the recorded on dates, because this video was put together over a period of 3 weeks based on my experience with stuff that has happened in this space and things that have pissed me off. Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of people in the community who are part of the Crit Award nominated group, people who have commissioned cameos from people to promote their nomination and other things. For those who are not aware, Cameo is a platform thing where you can reach out to big celebrities and people who are on the platform to record a short video for you or for like a birthday gift for a family member or whatever. Someone had, I don't even remember names, they had commissioned Vic Michaelis from Dropout to, not just Dropout, but like other places as well, to talk about the nomination and bash their other friends. And then saw another one from Rekha and saw another one from a couple of other people. And not just one channel, multiple channels have done this, right? And well, I say multiple, I've seen only 2, but like I'm assuming most people are thinking about it or considering or doing it or whatever, right? The thing is that I looked at these cameos. Each cameo is, like Rekha's cameos are about 3,000 rupees, which is about $25 to $30, $35 actually. I couldn't find one for Vic for some reason. I don't know why. That was interesting. Also, the reason that I know that these are cameos and not like requests, because I know some of these people, some of the nominees or the finalists, I guess, not nominees anymore. Some of the finalists are people who have had these people guest on their podcasts and stuff before. So like they have a connection and all of that stuff. But this had like a cameo logo on the bottom left. So like I know it's a cameo thing, right? The problem I personally see with this, right, is that the Crit Awards are supposed to be like this serious talk about excellence in the industry kind of sort of thing, right? So if your entire premise is built on merit and on the best person winning for the best possible reason, your nominees and finalists getting celebrities to talk about them, paying money for said celebrities to promote them, goes against all the seriousness that the Crit Awards stand for. If people can pay money to get more votes, then this is not a serious thing anymore. It depends on who has the most money. And how is that fair? Either you take yourself seriously and you don't let this shit happen, or you don't take yourself seriously and then it's like, haha, funny, it's all willy-nilly, whatever. Because like this award show has been around for 3 years, which is 1 year longer than Pantsless Tables has been around. And like, what gives them the credibility to nominate people and to select the things when the nominations are private? We don't really know who's on the team, and which, for safety reasons, I understand the whole Gen Con thing was bullshit, right? And also we don't really know how the vetting process works, because like they have like a list of like things like diversity, inclusivity, and all the other things, but like fuck, I don't know how much of that is whatever, right? And this is not about them anyway, but like you cannot say that these are the criteria that you do it on, and like, haha, look, these celebrities are being paid to talk about it, so hey, it's going to give a boost to our awards, but not seeing that the fact that the people who see those videos will be motivated to vote for said person, but the only reason they are motivated to vote for said person is because the celebrity endorsed them, and the only reason the celebrity endorsed them is because the celebrity got paid for it, and the only reason they could pay for it is because they had the money to do it. How do you justify that kind of money that they cannot spend, and in turn that means that they do not get the same amount of votes because not enough people saw their video because it wasn't endorsed by a celebrity? You see where I'm going with this, right? So it makes the award show biased. It makes it unfair to people who cannot afford to pay these celebrities for cameos, and it makes it feel like it's not a real award show. And I don't know if that is what they're trying to do, if they're trying to be like, hey, haha, we're not taking ourselves seriously. But then they should advertise that they're not taking themselves seriously, right? Because so far everything I've seen about it is we take ourselves very seriously. And this is a very serious situation. There's very serious awards. These are industry awards and all of those things, right? So how do you justify these people being able to pay for these cameos and other things and not being disqualified from the competition because it feels like cheating, right? They are buying votes. They are literally buying votes because they are spending money. So how is that fair? You either let yourselves win on merit and on the community that you have built, which inherently award shows are flawed because people with bigger clout always end up winning more because they have more votes, or you let people go wild, but then you cannot justify yourselves as serious and as pillars of the community when this is what happens in the community that you've created. I think it's bullshit. I am not calling out Ivy or anyone else who runs the Grit Awards because this is not on them. They did not facilitate these cameos, but I am also calling them out in the sense that they haven't made their stance on this clear. What maybe they have, and it's just I'm refusing to see it. But I feel like it's bullshit that people can pay money to secure votes for this thing. Whether it is funny or not is a completely different thing. Sure, the video has 8,000 views last I checked. Vic's cameo. I don't know how you justify that. I don't know what parameters you put there. I'm not calling for these people to be disqualified because that's bullshit. Like it was never in the rules. So technically they didn't do anything wrong. And as someone who cannot afford to do that, it feels unfair and biased. And fucking A, capitalism for the win again, I guess, right? Because people who have the money get ahead.
5 hours later.
Hello, editor Steve here. Tacking this on to the end of the video because in the time that it has taken me to add subtitles to this fucking thing, there has been a new development. The Grit Awards team reposted one of the cameos. I don't know if they posted the others or not. I don't remember. But they reposted one of the cameos, Rekha's cameo, to their Instagram story. So, which feels like an endorsement to me. I don't know if they have considered the implications of it or if they just don't care. I am going to be reaching out to the team to get their thoughts on this before I release this video, of course. And if I hear back from them, great. If not, this video is going to go out with this at the end of it. Hello, editor Steve here again. It has been 4 days since I reached out to the Grit Awards team. They replied within 12 hours saying, Ivy responded saying, I've just woken up, give me some time, I will get back to you. And that was 4 days ago. So I reached out again because 4 days ago was technically Friday. So I figured, Saturday, Sunday, weekend, whatever. And then Monday went by and time zones and everything, right? It is currently 9 p.m. India time, which is 8:30 a.m. PST. So she's probably not even awake yet because it's really fucking early. But an update for myself and for people who are interested that I have not heard back anything yet. Hopefully there is something soon. If not, I don't know. Hello. It's time for update 3, I guess. Heard back from Ivy 12 hours after my previous email, which was on the 17th. I sent the email 17th evening my time. I got a response 18th morning my time. The email basically said that they're working on making a statement and adjustments to their code of conduct and stuff like that, and it's something that they haven't encountered before, and stuff about how they have not been promoting any of this stuff since my email, because and they're not going to encourage it either, and they're going to make a statement when their rewording on the guideline is finished. This was 12 days ago because today is June 30th. And I shared it with my team, the Pantsless Tables support team, and we all agreed that, okay, this is good. At least they're acknowledging it and they're doing the stuff and whatever. And I basically shelved the idea for this video because I was like, I don't want to call people out for a thing when they are addressing it and they're trying to make it better, right? And then I got busy with our charity event, Pantsless Pride 2025. I woke up this morning to a message from a friend, which was like, hey, so you know about that guy who commissioned a cameo and stuff? Well, the Crit Awards team reposted another of his videos. It's not related to Cameo at all, but yeah. And so I went to his thing to check it out, and here's what I found. Apparently, he posted another cameo from someone else, from 20-Sided Tavern or some other shit, right? I again know because it said Cameo on it. And the Crit Award teams had replied to it, saying, is this even legal? Haha, funny, so funny. I went and rechecked the dates on this. This video was posted June 19th my time. The email I got from the Crit Awards team was June 18th my time at 8 in the morning. So they obviously posted about it after they sent me the email saying, hey, we're not going to encourage this shit anymore. So anyway, so here we are. The Crit Awards nominations are about to end in about 6.5 hours. They have done nothing to address it. I think it's bullshit and hypocritical, not only of the Crit Awards team, to say that, hey, we're not going to do this, we're not going to promote it, but then comment on it less than 24 hours later. And I think it's also bullshit of this Jordan Brown person. I saw the other videos that this guy posted, and there's a bunch of stuff that I completely vehemently disagree with, especially the interview with Sam Rice, where he's like, oh, the other people are just small little indie pretty people. You wouldn't know them. They suck. Haha. I don't care if it's a joke or not. Fuck them. I don't think we're going to get a response from them till after the awards are over. At least that was my initial thought anyway. Maybe they see this and then they respond. Maybe I get called out for this. I would also like to add this at the end of this. The reason also why I did not, I finally made a promo video for us for the Crit Award nomination that we got, which was the best wellness event, whatever, as well as because I felt like no matter my disagreements with them, no matter my issues with the Crit Awards as a whole or awards shows in general, was that I did not want to amount the sheer skill and talent that Aman P and Aman again have that led to them being nominated in the first place, right? They were not, but I also did not want them to negatively be impacted by this because of association from me. I have spoken to them both and they are both completely okay with me doing this, and they said they do not care if it negatively impacts them because this is more important than a stupid award show. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck is going on. This feels really weird. Hello. You know how I said that there wouldn't be any more updates? Well, I was wrong. Earlier today, I got a message from one of my friends with a screenshot of Crit Awards resharing something to their story, which they've been doing a lot recently because of the nominations and shit, right? So didn't think of much of it, but I looked at the story contents, went to the page. It was most definitely AI art. And looked further into it, this group that is Crit Award nominated somehow. Hello, no AI usage. Where did that go?
they have a tag on their Blue Sky account that says occasionally uses AI. They're a Crit Award nominated show for something. I don't know. I didn't look into it. Probably should have to give myself more credibility. But if the Crit Awards don't care about their credibility, why should I care about mine, right? Okay, on second thought, never mind. I looked it up. They're nominated for best NPC or some shit. I don't know. They've used marketing materials that most definitely have AI in it to promote their award nomination. The Uncle Sam wants you posters redone with the whoever the fuck this NPC is, and they're still nominated and they're still a finalist for the Crit Awards. Almost like the Crit Awards did not do any work into looking into what the fuck these people do, which adds to more concerns about lack of credibility from them. I think what also rubbed me the wrong way is one of my friends reached out to the Crit Awards team asking about that specific artwork and saying, "Hey, is this AI?" And the response was, "Oh, that's a great question." What the fuck do you mean it's a great question? You are the ones who reshared it to your story. Did you not think of like looking into it for more than 5 seconds to be like, "Hey, is this AI art?" Or like, did you just blindly repost something because you were tagged in it because you want to increase your social media reach because award show season? Come on. Like basic 4 seconds it takes to look into something and be like, "Oh no, this is AI art, we can't reshare it." That is the bare minimum that you're asked to do. You're supposed to be leaders in the fucking industry. You cannot behave like newbies or people who do not know what the fuck they're doing. Come on. When I first got into this space and I first heard about the Crit Awards, I was like, holy shit, dude, this is so cool. They're doing so many cool things and giving a voice to the people who are unheard and like, you know, promoting more indie stuff and all of that. And then this year we were nominated for 4 different categories, and I'm so proud of all of the talent that everyone had that led to them being nominated, and the work that they put into making sure that their voices were heard. I think that's really fucking cool. But like, if these are the people that I am nominated with, people who blatantly use AI art, people who bash the other nominees, whether for fun or seriously, talking to someone like Sam Reich, who is a fucking trailblazer for people who want to do their own thing and want to do indie stuff. Telling him that oh, it doesn't matter who my other nominees are, they're going to be they're unprofessional because they're indie. Whether it's a joke or not, I don't care. Or people who get celebrities to shill for them on fucking Cameo. Let's not forget how this video started. Or people who get nominated for a game which included so much loss of player agency for me personally. It just ruins all of it. I have become very disillusioned with the Crit Awards as a whole over the last couple of months, especially with their lack of transparency in terms of voting, their lack of transparency in terms of how they select nominees. Just putting up a thing in brackets saying, "Oh, our founder had a personal conflict, so they were not involved in this decision," does not help. Because like, good for you, right? You put out a disclaimer and all is right in the world. Haha, great. But like, when board members are involved in certain projects that are going to be nominated or that I have been nominated, and then said board members continue to promote the project while also promoting the fact that they are board members, it feels unethical, right? That is not how credibility works. That is a big conflict of interest. Surprisingly, they did it twice. Like, while editing this video, I learned that another board member has appeared as a guest in one of the nominee projects just 2 weeks ago, and they promoted that on their social media as well. So like, it just feels like, on one hand, you're saying, oh, we had conflict, so we stayed away from it. But on the other hand, you're like, oh, I'm going to promote this anyway because I'm involved, even though I'm a board member and I should be avoiding conflict. Like even if they didn't nominate themselves, right, they're still part of the organizing body, and it just looks really, really shady. Like, they're using the awards to promote the stuff that you're involved in, right? Even if they end up not winning, they're still using the platform of the awards to promote their own stuff or the stuff that they have worked on. I would say like bare minimum, you step back if you're up for an award, or you do not promote the fact that your project is up for the award. Like, you can't be judge, jury, contestant, executioner, everything at the same time, right? Like, it's just weird. Like I feel like the award should have a policy, that blanket policy that talks about the stuff. Like, I get that it is difficult to be part of the AP scene if you're also part of the award show. Like, I understand the problems with that, right? Because how do you get to play in more games and be in more games if inherently that brings a bias towards that game and the stuff with that? But actively promoting it while also a member of the award show does not sit right with me. It feels wrong. For me personally, I feel like the bare minimum should be that they should not be promoting shows that they are on during award show season. Like, nobody's telling you not to be on shows, nobody's telling you not to be cast on shows, right? But if you're on a show that is award nominated and you're promoting the award nomination of that show while you are also in the promo image and you're also the person who's in charge of the award show in the first place, it feels weird, feels wrong, feels unethical, right? Again, this is about the awards, not about the individual people. So do not go for the individual people. I've only included screenshots as proof of what I'm saying, not as, oh, fuck these guys, right? I'm making that very clear again. After all of that, it begs the question, what even gives these awards any authority or credibility? They came out of nowhere. In the first year, they nominated all the big famous names, which felt like a way to gain clout very quickly. And now with all of these issues that have come up, it's hard to take them seriously. There's no transparency. We don't know who's judging the nominations, what the criteria are, what all goes into individual categories. Even the categories are bizarre. I don't know if they're motivated by sponsorships or whatever else, but like, why are the categories based on companies but not genres? If people are allowed to pay money for promos and board members are being nominated and sponsors are allowed to be nominated as well, then where is the credibility? And what differentiates this from just another popularity contest, right? What makes this an industry award? What makes this a crit award even? This is bigger than just one award show. We all know that almost all popularity-based award shows are always kind of messy, right? But the TTRPG community, it runs on passion. It runs on people putting years of effort into their projects, right? Writing, designing, illustrating, playtesting, all of that stuff that goes into creating something. And awards like this boost their visibility. They should boost their visibility. But if the system looks rigged or is poorly run, it hurts everyone, right? It hurts new creators. It hurts those who be nominated or even won. It hurts the trust in the community. And it turns something that everyone should celebrate and everyone should value, and it devalues it. That, like, nominated for and winner of labels that people put on with pride are rendered useless because what is the point? There is no credibility. They're all fuck all then. You know, people keep asking me why I am working on this video, why I've been making this video for the last month plus now. Oh, do you hate the Crit Awards? Is this a personal vendetta? Is this a grudge that you're holding on? Or something else? No, it's not any of that. I don't hate the Crit Awards. I don't hate the nominees. Bro, I am one of them. So are a bunch of my friends. I'm just tired of pretending that stuff like this is normal. If you're going to run something called the Crit Awards and act like it's the Oscars of TTRPGs, then you do the work. You be transparent, you be accountable, you hold yourself to a higher standard. You call out bullshit, you don't repost AI-generated art, you don't let people pay for promos. You don't let your board members also be nominees and promote the nominees and vice versa. Or you're outright with it when you're like, oh, it's not that big of a deal anyway, these are just funny things, it's a popularity contest and that's all it is. At least let people be aware of what it is that they are campaigning for. People get so excited about these awards. So many of my friends are, as they should be. These awards should be a big fucking deal. And I was so excited when I was nominated in 4 different categories. But now it just feels like it's been ruined. It's been tainted. When I first started recording this video, it was supposed to be a regular old sassy pants rant that went on too long, didn't really have a point, and that I would just delete after recording. But as more and more things kept coming out, I realized that I care too much about this space and the people involved in it to just sit idly by and do fuck all while things get worse. One of my friends called me a champion of the community and said that I should guard it. I don't really know how I feel about that first part of the statement, but I definitely do feel like I want to protect and guard the people in my life, people who are part of this community. And this is my way of doing that. I want to end this again by saying, please don't send hate to anyone involved. The creators, the nominees, even the staff and team, they're all people. Most of this could be unintentional or maybe something they haven't considered before. My aim to make this video was not to call them out, but to try to address some of these issues and bring them to light so that they are at the forefront and people can be more conscious about how they run things like this in the future. We can call out nonsense without turning this into a witch hunt. All I can ask is, drink your water, take your meds if you have any, and try, just fucking try to do better. I know I will. Steve out.